Welcome back. Kevin's Mobile Repair, 2012 Dodge Avenger 2.4. Pretty standard motor for most of the Avengers, World Motors. Basically what this is. We're doing a valve cover gasket and intake exhaust VVT solenoids. Here is the valve cover. So they're basically 8 millimeters all the way around, 4 in the middle, T20 or 30 Torx bit to take the spark plug coils out. Disconnect your PCV tube here, disconnect your air fresh tube. This one didn't want to come off, so I took it off at the actual air filter housing itself. Cracking this loose, use a pry bar right here at the corner here or over there, pop it loose, it will be on there tight. Now VVT solenoid, this is your intake, which is going to be on the front of your motor. Another one of the engineer why the F's they did this kind of crap. So it's only held in by one bolt and one connector. Here's your 10. So to get back to it, right back in that little spot right back there. See, there's the bolt hole there. There's a coolant temperature sensor in the way, so you can't get a straight socket on it or anything like that. What I used was long extension, 1/4 inch, 10 millimeter swivel. I was able to get there, crack it loose, spin it out most of the way, and then use my fingers the rest of the way, like yay, underneath it in order to get the rest of the tin out, and also without dropping it down in the abyss. So got a magnet just for the case of that. If you don't have that kind of a socket, you can probably remove the power steering pump, move it out of the way, and you can get a straight shot on there, but you still will not be able to get a straight shot onto the actual bolt itself. You might be able to get that coolant temperature sensor out by doing so. What all the sockets I had, nothing would fit over it. I believe it's a deep 20, which even the one that I had 1/2 inch did not fit on there. But I wasn't going to take a chance to break that connector off, so I just did the tools that I had. Now this customer here is likely going to have more problems than he suspects. See all the sludge in here? So even after replacing these VVT solenoids, this may not completely correct all of his issue due to all this sludge. This is what happens when you don't change your oil like you're supposed to. So the entire motor is going to look exactly like this. But the exhaust VVT, easy enough to get to. Real easy. You don't even take valve cover off or anything with that. I took the valve cover off. It was easier to get to that bolt down there, but you don't necessarily have to. But the exhaust one's easy. Same 10 millimeter bolt, same connector, just comes right off. That one's easy. Going back together, little spot right here, spot right here. Clean those off with the RTV that's on there, and make sure you put a little dab on each one of the corners, so that way they don't produce an extra leak that you did not have beforehand. Star pattern for the bolts. Start in the middle, just work your way all the way around. Getting the old valve cover gasket off is also going to be fun. You're probably going to need flathead screwdriver, small mallet hammer. If it's going to be as brittle as the ones I've done before, once they start coming out, it just basically just breaks into pieces. So just get a pick and make sure you get all the little accessory pieces that are going to be stuck in the corners and such like that out, so the new gasket can fit in there like it's supposed to. Also going to do an oil change on this vehicle, because who knows when the last time it was actually done due to the condition of the top of the motor. But so we're going to go back together, see how many times I'm going to drop this 10 millimeter bolt, putting this intake VVT in. That's why I got a magnet for the fun of it. Other than that, there's not too much more going on, but any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know.